Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the City of Murfreesboro Historic Zoning Commission regular meeting. It appears that we have a quorum, and I'm calling the meeting to order. And we have a city attorney joining us, so we're all ready. Let's take a look at the minutes from the last meeting, and I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. And we have an item of new business, and that is 602 East Main Street. Nina and Eric Egley are requesting to add an awning over the kitchen door at their residence. Have you all had a chance to take a look at that? The Egleys are not present to ask questions or make comments about it.
I can start the introduction on it. I wrote some staff comments. The house is located, for the viewing audience, it's located on the southeast corner of East Main Street and University Street. The house was constructed around 1900. It was remodeled in 1980 and once again in 2013. It's in a vernacular style of architecture with classical returns, multiple gables, and a stick-style decoration with floor and a half, 1.5 floors, clapboard exterior covering. The house is a contributing structure in the East Main Street Historic District of the National Register of Historic Places. The applicants have been working on their house since 2013 when we approved their major renovation for the house. A lot of it dealing with the windows and the siding. At that time when we met, she didn't have an idea of the kind of entrance she wanted for the kitchen door, and she came up to me a month ago, and said that she has picked out an awning, and since that wasn't included, it wasn't approved during the last time when we met for the major renovation. I told her that we'd have to approve it at the meeting today. So she sent, excuse me, a copy of the awning that she is requesting to have over the door. And did I include it? Did you get that in the email? And
I believe it was in an email that came following the initial request. Right. Do you have a picture of it that you can put on the screen?
Yeah, on the screen I do. Let's see. I can get to the location. This is the kitchen door. The picture that's on the screen there, with the light next to the door. This is the kitchen door where the awning is going to go on the south side of the house. And I said I had one. I can pass it out. Yeah. Oh, I don't have it.
I think the description says that the awning has an angular shape and material will be black fabric with a fixed valance on a rigid frame. And it's fairly typical of the awnings that you see around town. Everyone had a chance to look at that image. Any questions or comments from anyone about it?
It is going to have a valance.
That the description, the written description says a fixed valance on a rigid frame.
Well, fixed. Yeah, fixed. Yeah.
And it appears that it would be the straight valance without any kind of decorative features. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve as submitted. Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries, and the request for an awning is approved on the Egley's home. They've done a great job on that house. It really has spiffed up Main Street. So, and this is on the back of the house. And it won't really be an obtrusive sort of thing. So, next item on the agenda is the calendar for our meetings the next year.
You'll notice that on the calendar, I moved the month of January and February to the fourth Tuesday of the month because of the holidays, President's Day and Martin Luther King's Day.
Okay.
And that's something that I wanted to let you know, and you can either move it back or you can keep it like it is. So I want to let you know that I made a little change on that. Everything else is on the third Tuesday of the month.
Okay. I think we can work with that. That doesn't require a motion. We'll just show up when you call us.
Okay?
How's that? Okay. And then the last item on the agenda is staff reports and other business.
Yes. In the June Historic Zoning Commission meeting, there was a request that we mail out a letter with the brochures to all tenants and property owners in the historic district that we have. And I proposed, created a letter, and Ms. Davis helped create the brochures, rearrange, and rework the brochures to distribute for all the property owners and the tenants in the district. And the commission wanted to take a look at it before we mailed it out. So I included the letter and the brochures in your agenda package for you to take a look at and review. And then, with your approval, we'll get started mailing out to all the property owners and the tenants. That way, everybody who lives in the district or owns property in the district will have a better idea of what to do when something is being proposed for the house.
I think that'll resolve some of the confusion. I know last meeting we had some folks who weren't really aware of what the requirements were. Anybody have any comments on the letter or the brochures? I think we've had a chance to review them by email previously, correct?
Well, they were sent out to us also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mail. It was a
Regular
paper.
mail.
Thank you.
No comments?
Oh, this looks good to
Very
me.
good.
I think it looks fine as well. So,
Okay, well, we'll get on that and mail it out to all property owners and tenants, and I think it's a good thing to keep them up to date on, because there's people moving in and moving out. Even if they're renters, they may move in, and they need to know what they can, what they can't do. So it's a good idea.
all right. Any other business?
I have a question. I'm just curious to know if the city has taken is still considering trying to enlarge the National Register Historic District. At one time, we talked with MTSU about a program to having them to help go back and revisit the inventory with the idea of adding some more sections to the historic district. And I know that Dr. West came and spoke to us. Is anything that's been? I know that's been over a year.
Yeah, it's been a while ago. It had been talked about, but as far as making a movement toward creating a new district somewhere or adding on to the one we have now, there hadn't been much movement on it. But the city is undertaking a comprehensive plan, and I think that would be a good topic to discuss or to include in the comprehensive plan, is to consider taking a look at the inventory that we have in the downtown area, that's outside the current historic district that we have. And I think that would be a good comment that could be brought up, just to see what we have that would be could be considered to represent another district. And like I've been told before, unless you have a supermajority of people in a proposed district, then it wouldn't have a very good chance of proceeding. But being able to be included in a comprehensive plan, I think it would have some benefits to be included in that. So that's something that we can look into and include in discussions in that.
And the initial meeting for the comprehensive plan was just a few weeks ago.
It was a World Outreach Church in the last of October, I think it was.
Which I attended.
Or August.
And there is, on the city website, you can add comments to that planning process, and there are going to be additional meetings during the course of the next 2 years. So be a good way to bring it to the attention of the planners and perhaps think about other districts. So we have at least 2 districts that are National Register districts. There's Manny Avenue and also Main Street. So,
Right.
But we have only one historic zone, and that is
Local,
Main
yeah.
Street. So, okay. And
Mr.
go ahead.
Mr. Wade is a member of that
Of the
comprehensive.
you're one of the 20
So we can
selected.
put that on his list.
Yes, he can put it on his list.
We can do that.
Any other comments, questions?
I don't have anything else.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned.